The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Puppy's wagging its tail, so he likes it too, or she likes it. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Just 2 days past my sweet 16th anniversary of my first show. Thank you very much. And so now we're going into my 17th year of hosting Topic Time, and boy, do I have an awesome guest tonight. He's a musician. He's up in Bahaba, Maine. His name is Eli Lev. We're going to hear a couple of his songs about halfway through the show, but of course, before we get to him, and of course, we're going to have a great interview as well. Got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So, we have the Boston Auto Group in North Easton. We have Between Two Worlds Relaxation and Wellness Center in Attleboro, with services providing the following amenities that you see there. By Will Perry. We have his son, Kyle Perry, the owner of Rolling Indoor Pizza. He's now available at Hillside Johnny's in Norton for private parties. You can call or text him at that number. We have Grip It and Rip It, sports trading cards and video games in West Bridgewater. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have Lynch's Towing Auto Cycle and Truck Center at 26 Knapp Drive in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. My pal Lynchy there in Brockton is always in search of new scrap metal, wheels, anything to do with transportation. He handles it all. We have Jalen's delicious restaurant in Middleborough on Route 28 across from the State Police Barracks. They make awesome lunches and dinners, have the best seafood and lobster roll in the neighborhood. We have the Vittoria Connoisseria Brazilian Meat Market in Taunton. We have Hartley's Jamaican Restaurant, delicious Jamaican food in 2 locations now, one in downtown Brockton and one in downtown Randolph. We have Rose Jewels in Kingston, rocking the South Shore and custom designed for 30 years. They also have the best selection of bridal jewelry on the South Shore. And now you can come in and pet their cute puppy Brody as you browse for jewelry in Kingston. We have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston, right around the corner from them. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham, open 6 days a week, all except Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. They make the best breakfast in Boston and the Cape, and they have DoorDash deliveries. We have the Wareham House of Pizza in Wareham. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Mulberry Frozen Yogurt in Raynham. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Doggy Boutique, all-breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next-door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have Shonick Auto Body and Repair in Lakeville, looking for an auto body specialist to work at that fine location. We have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have the Alto Rigo Salon and Spa in North Dayton, formerly in Berkeley. We have good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58. We have Anthony Cycles in Middleborough. We have a new one, Shooter's Pub and Pizza in Avon. We have the GMG Services Company in Abington. Great to have them back, offering commercial and residential maintenance, and also looking to hire carpenters, painters, management, and other fix-up people for management. We have the Cornerstone Barbershop in Pembroke. We have Furnace Brook Motors in Southeastern for a great deal on a used car and wherever they can find for you automotive-wise. We have Diamond Blade Barbers in Raynham. We have Haven Psychiatric Services in East Wareham, formerly right here in the building. We have Evan Young Realty. That's my brother Evan, the realtor. We have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington on Route 58. And we have Joe's Diner in Taunton, looking for a new short order cook. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now Eli Lev, sitting there in that beautiful house up there in Bahaba, Maine, with a puppy and a friend. What an awesome life you must lead.
It's all right. Thanks for having me on, Harrison.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, tell me a little about yourself. Where did you grow up? I talk about this with every guest. We're going to do like a little profile, which I do is I try to find out what people like as children, how it got them to where they're at, because I say everything in life is an epic journey. So let's start with that. And I have any questions, I'll roll them in.
Let's start with the epic journey starting in Silver Spring, Maryland. That's my hometown.
Okay. All right. Well, were you born there?
I was born in Silver Spring and went to university in Indiana. And then I was an 8th grade middle school teacher on the Navajo Nation in Arizona.
Wow, man, you've gotten around. What did you major in Indiana?
I was in education, English education.
Okay. All right. But now you're a musician. So how did that come to be?
Well, I'm a full-time musician now for 10 years, if you can believe that. Okay. So yeah, it's quite the adventure.
Yeah, but how did that come to be? How did you get into music?
I've been doing music for my whole life. I've been writing songs from a very early age,
Okay.
and I just started going full time 10 years ago. And now I tour the country and the world doing original music as I
Oh,
go.
okay. Now you're in Bar Harbor, Maine now. That's just a temporary stop for you, right?
This is a tour stop. Yeah, I'm up in Bar Harbor for the next month playing shows up here all around Maine.
Okay. What a beautiful way to spend the final month of summer, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gorgeous up here, and we had a nice kayaking today. It was good.
oh, I bet it was. I bet the weather was. It looks. I mean, you were outside showing I mean, before we got the Wi-Fi going, we had to look at what the property outside looked like, and it looked fantastic as well as the weather too.
It's beautiful. You know, touring has ups and downs.
Oh yeah.
But today was a good day up in Bar Harbor, Maine.
Okay. Well, tell me about this. How did you transition from being a teacher to being a musician, or did you do both? How did that come to be?
So I've taught all over the world, Harrison, in Indiana, Arizona, Australia, New Zealand. I taught in the Middle East, a small
Wow.
country called Andorra in Europe.
Okay.
And then I came back to the States and I got my master's degree in education.
Okay.
But I decided to try music instead. And it's been taking very good care of me since then. I have a wonderful fan base. They're called the Levitators.
Well, okay.
My
Why not?
last
Eli
name is
Lev?
Lev.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So they're great folks, and they've been carrying me all along.
Okay. Well, but you say they've been carrying you. Is this your band, or are these your groupies, or what?
This is my fan community. I do have a full band in Maryland.
Okay.
But when I tour, I just tour solo.
Why is that? Just it's easy to get around.
It's a little bit easier. Yeah, a little bit easier to get around and to manage just the logistics, the finances, and when I'm touring, it's hard to bring like 3 or 4 other amazing individuals with me. So I just kind of keep it solo.
All right. So you only perform with the band when you're down in Silver Spring, Maryland, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. Do you have an agent or a publicist?
You're looking at them.
Oh, good. Okay. So don't do it yourself. Why not? Cut out the middle people.
Yeah, we call that indie music. Indie is short for independent. So I'm an independent artist.
Yep.
And I've created my own record label, you could call it.
Do you have any other artists on your record label besides yourself?
I don't. Just me.
You think there might be a time when you might?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think supporting other artists and helping them grow has been always a passion of mine because of teaching.
Of course.
So yeah, maybe down the line, would love to get some other artists on there.
When did you found the record label? How long ago?
That was 9 years ago last week, if you can believe it, Harrison.
Yeah, I can believe it. That's great. All right, so you've been at it a while. All right.
Yep.
Well, tell me about as a kid. Have you ever done anything else in entertainment? Have you ever done any acting? Have you ever played sports? Have you ever done and even modeling?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. Yes, I did some sports in high school. I played lacrosse.
Okay.
And then I have always been writing songs throughout my life.
Okay.
I did get into acting through an agency when I was in DC and did just some Black & Decker commercials and just some random stuff like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was
everyone's
good.
seen Black & Decker commercials. I guess they were national, right?
Yeah. I was the guy.
You were
playing the guitar by the
man, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. Well, I mean, are you doing any of that now, or is that passé for now?
I actually, while I didn't act in the movie, 2 of my songs are in
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You didn't mention a movie. What you were in? Your songs were in a movie? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, 2 of my songs are in a full-length Indian movie, Indian.
Yeah. Bollywood.
Called Silence Echoes. So that just happened this year. So that's pretty cool.
That is very cool. And Indians love their movies, from what I understand, too.
Yeah, big fans. And the movie's actually in 4 or 5 different languages. It was premiered in Virginia.
Okay.
Right before I left tour, and I got to see the movie. And both songs were the whole song. Both songs were in the movie. It was pretty cool.
What I'm thinking is, it's up to you, but maybe the songs that you play on my show will be those songs. You want to use those? It's up. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm happy to share one of those songs.
All right.
And I'd love to share another song from my most recent album called Past Lives.
Okay, yeah, fine, whatever you want. I just heard you say that when you said it was
Yeah.
a movie. See, I'm glad I bring this stuff up because we dig deep and we find out we dig deep and we get gold. Is what we do in Topic Time Nation. All right.
We got some gold.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So tell me about now. You travel all over the country. When you're done with Bar Harbor, where you going? You ever done like New York, L.A., Nashville? I mean, the big music centers of the world. They're all big, but I'm just wondering, besides where you've been.
Yeah, I have performed in 49 out of 50 states.
Wow, that's big. What state haven't you performed in yet?
Alaska.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, from what I understand, that could be an interesting stop. Right now, they got two guys named Dan Sullivan running for state rep. It's the craziest thing ever. I don't know if you ever. You might want to go up there and write a song about that. That in of itself would be something that the Alaskans would love to dance to. I'm sure. That's just a thought.
Yeah, I think I'll do like a whole Alaskan tour soon. So I'm excited for that.
Okay. Now, how would you classify the genre of your music, or would you not?
All right, ready, Harrison? Here we go.
Yep. Flex those muscles first. Go ahead.
If Willie Nelson and Jason Mraz were on a road trip in California, driving through Big Sur with Jack Johnson,
gotcha. Okay,
and Ed Sheeran, and they were all drinking oat milk matcha lattes, they would be jamming to my music.
I got you. Okay, so you're kind of like a diverse ballroom dancer, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Okay.
So quite diverse sounds. So
the kind of ballroom dancing where you might get pulled over for ballroom dancing drunk. I don't know. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit of country, a little bit of pop, a little bit of singer-songwriter.
Okay.
A little bit of outlaw, and a lot of optimism.
Well, you know what? I think it's time. You've gotten the musical allure of my audience and myself up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start. We're going to take a pause of the interview. We're going to listen to a couple of Eli's songs, and then we're going to come back and discuss them. So stay tuned and enjoy the songs. We'll be right back to discuss them and continue the interview.
They say get rich so I can buy all that I want, but I've got all the smiles that I need. They say get famous so everyone will know me, but that sounds like a movie I don't want to see. They say get smart so I can solve any problem, as if they'll all go away. They say go hard, but I'm a softie deep inside, and I don't feel like hiding anymore. They say be nice, but I'd rather be kind and be there for those who are in need. They say you gotta think twice. Maybe we should think a little more about how we treat the world that we call home. They say settle down, but I ain't one for settling, so I'll just keep on chasing my dreams. They say grow up, as if it's a given, but I ain't taking those pills anymore. No. And now joy that's overflowing. They say don't give it away, but I'll do it anyway. They say get real, but when the truth isn't valued, no one really knows how to feel. That's how it is, and that's how it's always been. But what about how it could be? Enough is enough. There's new voices talking, and those are the ones words that I wanna hear. Yeah. They say too much, but I know who I am, so I don't listen to them anymore. Falling to pieces in my room. Are you coming over? That's cool. I could use a little something to do. We could go outside, take a little ride if you want to. That's cool. I did what I was supposed to. There's nothing left for me to do. So now I'm walking out my head through open windows. 'Cause that's what I feel like. Want me to say something, I come up with nothing. Maybe we can talk until we figure out a topic. Been so long in my head, caught up in my feelings. I've been waiting for something new to happen. You want me to say something, I come up with nothing. Maybe we should talk until we figure out a topic. Been so long without it, caught up in my feelings. I've been waiting for something new to happen. And when it happens, we'll be dancing on the lawn when it happens. When it happens, we'll be dancing on the lawn when it happens. When it happens, we'll be dancing on the lawn when it happens.
Oh, Eli, tell me about those songs. They were great.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the first one we heard was called They Say, and it's
Okay.
about all the advice that I got when I was young and how most of it was wrong.
Okay. All right. Was that the one that was in the film in India?
No, that's not the one in the. I'm making you wait for that one. I'm making you wait for that one.
Okay, no problem. All right, then we won't have to talk about it. We'll just let the audience enjoy it when they see it, and that's the way it should be. If you give too
Yeah.
much away, then it's going to spoil the fun. You want the experience to to really kick in when it does, when it's
Exactly.
right there. So,
Yeah.
all right.
So that first song was called "They Say," and that's from my album called "Present Journey."
Okay.
And then the second one we heard was called "Dancing on the Lawn."
Okay. All right.
And
it's almost self-explanatory, but maybe it's got a different meaning than what it sounds like.
it's pretty self-explanatory. That song I wrote during the pandemic to help people come together. And you saw people's videos that they sent in from all around the world dancing on the lawn.
Okay.
So it was a participatory music video. So I thought your audience would like that.
All right. Tell me about if you don't mind. I always like to ask people about their family life. Do you have a wife, kids? I know you got a dog because you was right there.
Yeah, I have an amazing partner. We've been together for 2.5 years.
Okay.
I don't have any children. I don't have any pets. I don't have any plants, and I
Didn't
don't have a cast iron skillet.
Didn't I see a puppy back there?
Yes, that was part of the family that was here staying in the campground with me, but not my puppy.
Not your puppy. All right. All right, that's fine. But he seems like he's having fun in there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, it's I have a wonderful niece and nephew, and they're fantastic, and to me that's joy. That's all the joy.
Now have you been? Are you going to be at that campground for how long have you been in Bar Harbor for now? Since you got there to tour?
I've been in Bar Harbor for about 3 days, and I've had 2 shows.
Okay.
And then I'll be playing around the area for the next 2 or 3 weeks, in and out, going through Maine, through Portland, Biddeford, all over.
Okay. When you make your accommodations, I got to ask. I mean, are they all as nice as the one you got there?
No. Usually I sleep in my van. I have a Ford Econoline converted van.
Okay.
And it's got a bed, it's got a sink, it's got a refrigerator, it's got a hot plate, and it keeps me cozy, keeps me safe.
Okay, but when it comes to parking it overnight, do you have to be kind of like discreet as to where you do it?
I have a nose now, Harrison, for the best places to park on tour. So every night is a new discovery, a new place.
Well, I would think that whatever venue where you go on tour, you're obviously going to be at some kind of an auditorium or a stadium, and that the people that are running it would give you carte blanche parking for the privilege of having you there. But does that work like that at all?
Yes, whenever I play stadiums, they do have a reserved parking space for me.
Okay. Have you performed in Boston at all?
I have. I was just in Cambridge, and I played at the Middle East Club.
Oh, I love the Middle East. Yep, that's a big one. And there's another one called the Roskella. Do you know the Roskella?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a great one, too. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I lived in Cambridge off and on as a baby for 3 years. My parents were
wow.
Yeah, my parents were going to college, and I lived in a cockroach-riddled apartment on the 3rd floor on Appleton Street, and I hated it. But it's Cambridge is. I appreciate Cambridge now that I don't live there anymore. But
it's a nice place to visit and play.
It's a lot of good culture there, a lot of theater, and I actually was in a play in Cambridge in 2015. My parents came to see me. Yep, I even got paid for it. I didn't think I was gonna. The guy that produced it was on my show a couple of days earlier. That was in a different location. Yeah.
So you have a long and illustrious acting career as well.
Probably not as long and illustrious as I have doing the show, but I do have some acting history. Yes, and it's not all good. Yeah, sometimes I've been known as a bad actor too.
That's great.
Oh, thank you. So
that's great.
Tell me about how do you get inspired for your lyrics for your songs? Now, you're all originals, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of originals, mostly original songs.
Yeah, okay.
And then I get inspired by real life experiences through my adventures, through my travels, through being alive and connecting with people.
As I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm starting to get kind of a Noah Kahn vibe.
All right.
From you. Now, would you say that maybe he's sort of an inspiration?
I would love to say he's an inspiration, but I started writing music before he came on the scene.
Then he must think you're an inspiration.
But now he is an inspiration. He's amazing. I love Noah Kahn. Yeah, he's great.
And hearing you talk, you actually kind of sound like him and look like him a little bit too.
All right. Wow, I'll take that. That's a big compliment.
Oh, it is a compliment. He's from the area. I mean, he's from Vermont, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I was just in Brattleboro, Vermont,
Yeah, yeah,
actually.
right.
That was a great show.
Oh,
Yep.
did you? Okay. Did you catch him? Did you catch him performing yourself as a
When I was in
participant?
Vermont,
Not a
he was
participant, but
selling out
a station
Fenway.
member. Oh, okay, right. I mean, I meant to ask, were you in the audience at all at any of the shows? You ever go to one of his shows?
I haven't seen him live yet, but I would love to.
Have you
Yeah.
ever? Do you have any artists you do emulate? I'm just wondering who came before you.
Yeah, I would
Besides the
say.
ones you mentioned when I asked to describe your genre.
Yeah, I would say big influences are Simon and Garfunkel, Cat
Okay.
Stevens,
Yep.
Bob Dylan, John Denver.
Yep. Like great.
You know, the classic songwriter greats.
Yep. And it's kind of like you're kind of a folksy guy, I get.
Yeah, yeah. I got some folk in there, James Taylor.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you were a kid, did you ever do any writing besides music, like poetry, short stories, journalism, anything like that?
I did. Yeah, I was a journalist major actually before I did teaching, and I did poetry and short stories. So I've always really enjoyed the written word and the spoken word and the sung word.
Yeah, I know. I've written some books too. Well, maybe it's time that you do an autobiography.
Yeah, well, tell me about writing a book. I heard it's kind of a whole thing. I mean, it takes like years, right?
It did. It took me the whole decade of the 90s to do my short story book. When I started it, I had no idea I was going to have a whole book of stuff. I started it in the early 90s, and it wasn't until 1997 that I realized I had enough material to produce a book. If you want to hear a great story, because Topic Time is a back and forth between the guest and the host. I took it in 1989. I took a writing course at Bridgewater State University in Bridgewater, Mass. The baseball team just got eliminated in the Little League World Series. I don't know if you know that, but just yesterday. Yeah. I don't know. I think some team in New Jersey beat them. Well, it's a great school, but the guy that taught the course in 1989, after I started, accumulating those stories, and I realized I had enough material for a book, I went back to him because he used to print his own stories, his own books of stories. And then when he did mine, he did my book in 1999, 10 years after I took his course. And then I ended up selling lots of copies and getting on TV for it in 2002.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
The short story book.
The short story book. It was my final great accomplishment of the 20th century. It came out right at the end of 1999.
Goodness. Wow. And that took you 10 years, you said? Took you a decade?
Between the starting of it and getting it, shopping it around, trying to get it published, yes.
Wow.
It took 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and
that's amazing.
It is, yeah, I know, and it was, and I got to tell you, I mean, the show was my baby, but I'll always have that book to fall back on. I used to sell the copies. Now I give them away.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of inspiration from doing that. Now, when you taught English, did you ever teach you taught journalism and and the 5 pyramids and any of that stuff? The pyramids of journalism, the who, why, and what or whatever they call it, I forget. But I took that in my communications course. Yeah.
Yes, I loved creative writing. I loved, just story writing as well. When I taught out on the Navajo Nation, I taught my kids how to write letters to the editor, and it was a really big hit. They were sharing their opinions, and I think writing is a really powerful tool. I think it still is.
Tell me about the Navajo Nation. Where was that? Was that Arizona?
Arizona. Yep. It's north of Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay. I've never been out there. I flew over it to visit my brother when he was going to law school in San Diego.
It's beautiful. It's
probably never gets too cold either.
Well, it gets very cold at night, actually, in the desert. I didn't know that, but it does.
Now you do. Yeah, I know. I've had that myth dispelled too. I thought at Southern California was always 85 degrees, and then I went out there and almost froze to death at a Red Sox game in Anaheim.
Right.
Not to death, but it was pretty cold.
Yeah, that'll happen.
But on that note, Eli, we're in the final couple of minutes of the show. I hope you had fun doing the interview with me.
I had a blast, Harrison. Thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate your patience while I got my tour situation ready. And
it was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait. And thank you for sharing my songs, too, with your audience. I appreciate that.
So what I want you to do in the remaining time is just give some shouts out to people that are going to see the show. And then we'll wrap the show up with my snap and the way we began it. So go ahead. Shouts out, family, friends, whatever.
Yeah, I'll give some shout outs. Sure. I'll give a shout out to my mom and dad in Silver Spring, Maryland, my partner Sele, who's supporting me on tour, all my Levitator fans, who have been supporting me in my 9-year career now. And a shout out to you, Harrison, and ECAT for spotlighting artists and original music.
Okay, great. And if you know anybody that you think might be a great guest for my show, give the information to Adam and we'll get him on. And you can even he'll give you my phone number too, and you can have them text me because I love getting new guests word of mouth.
That's great. Yeah, Adam's been fantastic. And thanks to Adam, too, for putting this together.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. And I have one last favor to ask. We're going to wrap the show up. You stick around, and Adam will take a pic of us for Facebook, and I'll tag you in it. Are you okay to do that?
Absolutely.
Are you on Facebook, too?
I am.
All right. Well, I'm thinking we could connect on Facebook, and then you could tag me as well to say what a great time you had on my show, if that's all right.
Happy to. Happy to. Yeah.
All right. Well, great job, Eli. Thank you so much. All right, folks, wrapping up another great Topic Time interview. Got a great musical guest next week. I think he's down in Florida, but that'll be done. This is now wrapping off and snapping out. See you next time with another great guest, as I said. Have a good week, folks, whatever. There we go.